Hi guys, Arthur here from Homeowner DIY. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this laundry setup behind me. Now guys, if you have watched my first laundry box install video, that was just replacing the valves and the drainage and putting it into a box. In this video, I'm going to do everything from scratch. So if you want to think of it like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a laundry in this room from scratch. So I'm going to do the drainage and then the water pipe and the box and put everything back together. So what we'll do now is we're going to see what the current setup is and how we're going to improve it. Alright guys, so this is our setup. We have two shutoffs here and then another two here. I don't know why they've done it like this, but we're going to figure that out once I cut a hole in the wall. So for our drainage, just like previous, this is 1.5 inches. It looks like that this is sloping backwards, but this is not connected to anything. The FOP from here to here looks correct. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a hole here. So in this area here, we have our water main. I'm going to cut a hole in the wall. I'm going to tee off for the new lines. I'm going to run the lines. I'm going to cap it off for now because I'm not going to do this right away. I need to put the hot water tank back in first. And then we're going to, we'll take out our drainage. I'll figure out, once the wall is open, how I'm going to run it. So guys, this time around, I'm going to do 2-inch instead of 1.5 inches because last time I did it, it was 2 code at the time. They changed it later. We'll put in a clean out, and then we are going to put everything back together, and it'll look a lot better than it does now. Alright guys, this is our material list. So, 2-inch ABS. 2-inch solid trap, 3x2Y, 2-inch 45s, bushings, 2-inch clean out, ABS glue. We have our laundry box, PEX pipe, and then our PEX fittings. Guys, this is what I believe I need to do this laundry. Alright guys, this is our tools list. So hand tools, I need measuring tape, level, tin snips, cordless kit, Sawzall drill, crimpers 1/2 and 3/4. For safety equipment, we have earplugs, glasses, water, and then also we have the torch. Guys, for this job, this is what I believe I need for tools. And guys, just because things are behind the wall doesn't mean it should still not look nice and straight. So this is our cold. Cold is on the right. So guys, with Waterpipe, the name of the game is prefab. The reason you need to prefab, and when I say prefabricate, is because when you need this much space, here it's no problem. But if you need to get way back there, now it becomes a problem. Alright guys, so what I'm doing, I'm just taking a piece of 3/4 pipe and I'm going to go over the hot. Whether hot crosses cold or the other way around, it doesn't matter. The reason that we do this is because your cold can start to condensate. And if the two are touching, what you can have is a leak due to condensation. So by putting a barrier between the two, it's going to prevent that from happening. Alright, so that's everything back together. So we have our cold here, we have our hot here. I will put a piece of PEX in between these two. For the same reason, just so the hot doesn't touch the cold. But guys, this is our water pipe rough-in for a laundry, if you didn't have one here, you'd be teeing off to an existing line. And then this later on, what we'll do is we'll come back, we'll cut it here, mount our box, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna run our water lines. All right, guys, I almost forgot to put on the talons. So talons there. For vertical here in BC, it's 4 feet. For horizontal, it's 30 inches. I prefer 30 inches. It's better to use more clips and less so we don't have a problem in the future. All right, guys, so we have our trap arm. So the bottom of the box, I want to have at about, I'm going to say 39 inches. That's where the current one is. So if we do about 10 inches off the ground for our trap arm, that should be all right. So that's what, 10 inches there. All right, guys, so we're gonna glue our bushing into our clean out. I should be wearing gloves, but I can't find them right now. Alright, guys, that's what it looks like. So putting it here, what I'll do is I'll glue the clean out onto the pipe, I'll straighten it out, and then I will cut the hole for the clean out on the other side. Alright, so our clean out is here. Draw a circle. Alright, guys, so I'm just going to eye this out. That looks to be alright. 2 3/4. Alright, guys, we have our 2 3/4 piece. So we're going to glue it into the top of our T. So guys, what I'm going to do is I want to come straight out with it. Alright, guys, a 45 is not going to fit. And here is my idea has already changed. You see it's not going to fit like that. So what I'm going to do, this is 1.5 inches, 22, but use it face to face where I can at least figure out my angle. Just by looking at it. Alright, so right there looks good. Right again, let's take a pencil. I'll mark it. Guys, once again, let's check to make sure it's good. That looks fine. So guys, what I'm going to do is this, I'm going to put on a long piece and then we're going to get the tank back in. I'll put it in at 14 inches. Alright, the pipe goes through now. So what we'll do is we'll glue the bottom of our T. Then guys, really quickly check your grade. And don't be afraid to hold it in place for a few seconds just to get it to stay. Alright guys, that's our trap arm. And it looks like it's just going to be enough room for the tank to go in. So I'll put the drywall back on, I'll put the tank in, and then we'll continue. So this 3x2 is going to be for my laundry and for my pan drain. So guys, take note. Make sure that you strap your pipe up first before you glue it in. Because if you glue it in before you strap it up, something can change later on. So what I'm going to do is I'm running 2-inch for the laundry, and then I'm going to vent the pan drain for the tank using the laundry. So guys, when I'm all done with this, you're going to see what it looks like. I'll explain to you what I've designed, what the theory is here, but the coupling there between the vertical pipe and then the cable there, that's the laundry where I'm going to. So I will go ahead, finish piping this, and then we'll come back and I'll explain what I did. Alright guys, so this is our laundry and our pan drain done. So our laundry goes up from there, comes down here. I got 2 by 1.5 inch wide, and then this is coming for our pan drain, and then it continues down. So guys, what I've done here is, this pipe here is called a branch. A branch is 2 or more fixtures draining into it. So the pan drain and the laundry is 2 fixtures, that makes it a branch. This here is a trap arm. Now I've gone about 4 feet back, so I have a 4-foot trap arm. And then this here, now this, the 2-inch back here for the laundry, that is now called a wet vent. So what a wet vent is, it's a pipe that supplies air and supplies drainage. Now, if you're going to wet vent something, then it needs to be bigger than if it was just a fixture drain for just one fixture. But guys, this is now done to code. So you have straps everywhere. Everything is done. I'm gonna clean up. All right, guys. So I've cut the hole in the wall for the box. This is our box. So we want it to sit here. So guys, with this type of box, you can put your valves wherever you want here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hot here, my cold here, and then I'm going to put my drain here. So what I'm going to do right now is we'll cut the hot and the cold. I'm going to 90 up. I'm going to go in behind, come down, and then loop back around. Alright guys, so what I'll do is I'll cut the lines. So this is the cold up here. I'll cut it back here. I'll 90 up into the staircase. Alright, so that is our cold. We'll do our hot. Alright guys, we have our cold in the back. We have our hot in the front. Alright guys, first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put our valves onto our box. So once again, the little tabs go inside. And then give it a turn out. And then our cold. Alright guys, the next thing we'll do is we'll snap on our wings here. all the way in. So it looks like that. So that's where the box is going to sit. Alright, so guys, really quickly, I just slid the wings in behind the drywall. So once again, we'll level the box. Alright, so our cold is in the back. So what we'll do, let's cut a little bit lower. Alright guys, before even putting the trap arm on, we'll turn everything on, the water back on to make sure if there's any leaks, it's easier to get to now. Alright guys, so we're going to do our trap arm. So I'm going to do a 22 because a 45 was too much of an offset. Right, we're good right there. Guys, always make sure, like in this case here, how you see that there's drywall dust, make sure that you wipe off the dust, any debris or anything. It's a bad reason to have a leak. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to measure to the wall to the center. 21 3/8. Alright, so that's going to be the center of our pipe. I want to hit it bang on, but the pipe is just slightly short. So what I'll do is I'll glue the trap straight in, and then we will take up on the offset hopping into the wall. We'll take up the change of the direction on the vertical. It's not going to look as nice, but I mean it's going to get the job done. Alright, for grade we have a slow full bubble. Alright guys, to figure out where I want to put this, I'm just going to eye it out. Alright guys, so to figure this out, what I do is I dry fit the 45 onto the pipe, and then I just aim at it. I eye it out. There's nothing magical about what I do. Okay, I'm going to say 4.5 inches. Alright, so our FOP is straight. So guys, we need a minimum of 2 feet. This is 2 feet to here, plus another whatever, 8 inches, so this is fine. So guys, here in BC, an FOP for at least the laundry has to be 2 feet. Maximum it can be is 4 feet. Otherwise, this laundry box is now done. What I'll do is I'll put the drywall back on, and then that'll be it for this. So guys, keep one thing in mind, because the trap is empty right now, pour a little bit of water down the drain just to fill the trap, so you have a water seal. Otherwise you can get methane gas and you'll start to smell sewage. Alright guys, with the exception of this missing piece of drywall, everything else is done. I will come back and tape this later, but Now you guys can see what whatever the monstrosity was before into an actual laundry box, what it looks like. Alright guys, so that concludes this project. So real quick, I didn't show this in the video, but guys, make sure that you strap up your trap arm, support it with something. You can either put a block, or what I did in this case is I strapped it to the stud. So when you look in the video, the stud that has the plug, the outlet to the left, underneath the box, that is the stud that I used to strap the trap arm to. The only thing that is actually supporting the trap arm in this case, if you don't strap it to anything, is the glue joint into the box. I mean, it's not a lot of weight, but I think it's bad practice if you don't strap up your trap arm. Support your stuff so everything is gonna last longer without it being stressed. So guys, with this project, this video, I actually sped up the water pipe and the drainage portions of it. The reason I didn't go into the detail like I have with my other videos is because my Watermain video transitioned from copper to PEX, and then my incorrect plumbing part 2, the fix video, I already have more detailed information in these other videos. So guys, what I'll do is I'm going to link the video in the description, the 2 videos. So if you guys want more comprehensive information on the water pipe and drainage, check out those resources, and that should help you out. Guys, the time on this project, the time was about 4 hours. The cost of the material for this job, the laundry box, the PEX, the drainage, and everything else, I would say is about $200. Alright guys, so for this project, I have shown you how to install a laundry where there was no laundry before. What you need to do, once again, is you need to tee off to something existing, and then you also need to connect your drains into something. In this case, I had a crawl space to go through, so it was relatively easy. If you have a basement, then you're going to have to do something a little bit different, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I hope something here is going to help you on your future project when you need to go ahead and do that. Guys, until next time, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next project.